This is the AEW Control Center. Hi, everybody. It's Tony Schiavone. AEW Dynamite presents Winter is Coming. The live event in its second year will come your way tonight from the Curtis Colwell Center in the Dallas Metroplex in Garland, Texas, beginning at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific, and only, of course, on TNT. We will give you the rundown for Winter is Coming in a second, but first, as you know, AEW Dynamite is moving over to TBS beginning on Wednesday, January 5th. And to help celebrate our move, we've been in the midst of crowning the first ever TBS champion. The TBS tournament began with 12 of the top women wrestlers in the world and is now down to the final 4, as Thunder Rosa will meet Jade Cargill. In the other semifinal match, Ruby Soho will do battle with former AEW Women's World Champion Nyla Rose. Very soon the tournament will continue, and very soon one of these great competitors will be the first TBS champion in All Elite Wrestling. Also, this past week on Dynamite, we witnessed a thrilling return after the Young Bucks scored a win over Team Chaos, Chuck Taylor and Rocky Romero. The win apparently was not enough for the Elite, as the Bucks, Adam Cole and Brandon Cutler were out to severely injure Romero, Taylor, and Orange Cassidy. But arriving surprisingly in the van, driven by his mother Sue, was Trent Beretta. Trent has been out of action recovering from spinal surgery, but his return shocked the world and helped thwart off the attack of the Elite. 2 nights later, though, on AEW Rampage, payback would come for the Elite. After the Cole versus Wheeler Yuta match, the Best Friends and Beretta felt the sting of a BTE trigger. No doubt the issue between the Elite and the Best Friends and Team Chaos is far from being settled, especially when it comes to Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy. All right, now to Winter is Coming, set for tonight, live on TNT. The AEW World Championship will be decided as the champion, Hangman Adam Page, will defend against the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. This past week on Dynamite, with the use of the Gotch-style pile driver, Danielson took out the 4th straight member of the Dark Order and the champion's friend John Silver. But he was not done. He was literally trying to kick in the head of an unconscious Silver. When Page had seen enough, he jumped on Danielson before Danielson escaped. Just a small sample of the battle we are going to see for the world title at Winter is Coming. Also tonight at Winter is Coming, 2 men will battle for the Dynamite Diamond Ring as MJF will meet Dante Martin. MJF and Dante were the 2 men that remained this past Wednesday in the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale. MJF, of course, picked his spots, pretty much stayed out of the way, behind Wardlow at times, was there at the end. Dante Martin being one of the last 2 is really not a surprise, but the surprise came when he turned on fellow team member and FTW champion Ricky Starks of Team Taz to propel him to the final. Predictably, MJF got his cheap shots in on Dante after the match. At Winter is Coming, 2 of the youngest stars in AEW will meet for the prestigious Dynamite Diamond Ring, which has been in possession of MJF for the past 2 years. Also at Winter is Coming, a battle of 2 men whose paths crossed last week at the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale, as Wardlow will face Matt Sydal. Wardlow and Sydal were 2 of the Dynamite dozen who collided in that huge Battle Royale. Wardlow took out Sydal's protege, Lee Moriarty, in defense of MJF before Wardlow was eventually eliminated by MJF himself. Interesting developments in what should lead to an interesting battle between Wardlow and Matt Sydal at Winter is Coming. How about this? 2 of the top female wrestlers in the world will meet once again tonight at Winter is Coming. Hikaru Shito will collide with Serena Deeb. Yes, it's Cheetah Deeb 3. This will be the rubber match between 2 stars whose feud has been one of the defining moments in the women's division of AEW. Deeb, if you'll recall, prevented Cheetah from getting her 50th win recently on Dynamite with a win over the former AEW Women's Champ. The 2 then met in the opening round of the TBS tournament and had a classic, this time won by Cheetah. But after that match, while Cheetah was celebrating the win and her 50th milestone, Deeb attacked the left knee, first with a chop block, then brutally with a chair, and finally with the Serenity Lock, and then got involved when Cheetah and Nyla Rose met in the next round of the tournament. Without a doubt, tempers and emotions will be high for Cheetah Deeb 3 as part of Winter is Coming. All right, fans, we do have another major news item to pass along. Next week on Wednesday and Friday will be AEW's Holiday Bash. That's right, next Wednesday, Dynamite live on TNT from the legendary Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. Tickets for the event, the Holiday Bash of AEW, are available at AEWTIX.com. Also, next week, here on the AEW Control Center, we will have a very special surprise co-host as we take a closer look at AEW's Holiday Bash coming to the Greensboro Coliseum. And don't forget, that is next Wednesday. But before we get there, join us for Winter is Coming from the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas, tonight, live and only on TNT. I'm Tony Schiavone, fans. See you tonight live on TNT for Winter is Coming, and next week right here on the AEW Control Center.